All right, guys, I've got a Christmas special for us today. I've got an entire book of Double Your Money here. I thought I'd put my money where my mouth is and scratch the ticket that I say is the best. And I'll compare what I actually get with what I expected and predict to get in the book, and we'll see where that stands out. Let's go. It was a little difficult to track it down. I had to go to quite a few stores, on Christmas Day even, to find this ticket. Just because it's kind of older, not a lot of stores carry it, and some places are closed. So it was, as it is, kind of difficult to get it, but I was able to get it. And all right, let's start from zero. This is the best ticket on my channel. So if we're gonna win $1 million today, it's gonna be right here. Let's see if we got a Christmas miracle. And I have this tool here to make the process faster, and hopefully it makes it more enjoyable for you guys. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful Christmas, surrounded by friends and family. I'm in my family's office today. I actually got, what's it called? I got a drink carbonation machine because I actually complain all the time when I get like soda from the grocery store and it's flat because either they mishandled it or something happened in shipment, something like that. So that's actually the perfect thing for me to just, fix that problem. On to ticket number 1. Didn't get anything in the last ticket, but if my prediction is correct, I expect to win $170 out of my $300 investment, with a 1 in 6 chance that there's a $100 ticket on the book, and a 1 in 68 chance that I actually go positive and win $500 in our book here. But it is also about 1 in 9 to 10,000 that this book contains a $1 million winner. That's what I want to see. And then I'd have to wait for the lotto office to reopen because they're actually closed until like Monday of next week. So that is going to be, I'd be pretty scared that something would happen in that like week before I'm able to collect the winnings. But I'll take that over not winning, that's for sure. Haven't seen anything yet, but the way this ticket tends to work is that the number of winning tickets is pretty low, but every ticket matters way more because the minimum prize is $10. So at minimum, you make double your money, which is what the ticket's called. So that's basically its main gimmick, which makes it really nice to see a nice winning number. So I crossed off. Highest I've won on this ticket is $100. I won $100 at my, basically my local gas station that carried it. I later got a job there, quit after that, after a little bit of time. It wasn't fun. It was a very bad experience working there. But I did like to go there every morning and play Double Your Money, and I won $100 on it. That's my highest win on this ticket. It's about, I believe on the website, if I recall correctly, it says 1 in 366, which also makes it my rarest win on a scratch-off period. Though I did win $50 on the Florida Lotto Easy Match, which was 1 in 3,400, which is by far the rarest instance of a win I've had. I turned the $1 Easy Match thing into 50, which was a real shocker when I saw how rare that actually was. But on a scratch-off, it's about $100, and then the highest win period is I've won 500 a few times on 500 times the cash, and the now gone 1 million a year for life spectacular. I think I've won 3 on 500 times the cash, 1 on 1 million a year for life spectacular. And 500 times the cash is actually like, no, I think it's number 4 on my tier list right now. Definitely the best $50 ticket that's out right now. 1 million a year for life would have been better, but at the time I started the channel, that ticket had already been gone. Which stinks, it was definitely my favorite. It still had a lot of top prizes left too. I think it had like 47 or something like that. Still no win yet. So if the overall odds are 1 in 5.67, I'd expect to see one here, like that. But if my prediction is correct, there should be about 6 $10 hits, 3 $20 hits, and 1 $50 hit, or more. I'd love to see more. But I've done one other book ticket. I've done one other book of tickets before. I did Gold Rush Limited. That was also the #1 ticket for a really long time before Double Your Money took the reins recently after it went away. Same time as 1 Million a Year for Life Spectacular. It was a really good ticket. Gold Rush Limited was a really good ticket. Though I wasn't really a big fan of shelling out $20 every time I wanted to play. I kind of like getting to not blow through my budget so quickly. But definitely a good ticket. I think I won $100 on there a few times. More often than I should have. That's for sure. But I'm not complaining about that. Oh, I got a whole line. Oh, Lotto Best. Alright. Still nothing yet. The on for the low prize, or 1 in 9. This would be our 9th ticket. So let's see if that checks out. And would you look at that? That is our first win. Go ahead and save that for the end. Well, we want to see the most of single matches because top prizes on Florida Lottery tend to be single matches. All right, we have one match. $10. That's our first winner. All right, first $10 winner. I hope me rambling is at least mildly entertaining. Wasn't really sure what I'd ramble about for however long this video is going to be. I might speed up some portions. I don't know how, like, scratching channels tend to work, because I'm an analysis-based channel. This is going to be my first, like, just scratching it on camera. So, let me know if you guys actually are a fan of this, because after I cover every Florida Lotto ticket, I will definitely be moving towards this type of content. There's still going to be analysis every time a new ticket comes out. There'll likely be Florida Lottery tier list updates, because I'm going to keep that updated so everyone knows what the best tickets are and what they should be buying if they are going to play. And then I'll also probably do scratched content. Kind of show off the tickets that I like and see if we don't win something really nice on camera. I've seen a couple channels win nice stuff, and I've even seen like videos of like people like winning jackpot prizes on their scratch offs, which is insane. I actually didn't think there'd be anything like that on YouTube, but I guess with enough people and enough people filming their scratches, it's bound to happen at some point, right? I bought a Cash for Life ticket today, since it's the only draw game that's actually drawing on Christmas Day, just to see what would happen for fun. I actually noticed that there's a survey on it. I can't tell you what was on it because they say not to, but if you get a Cash for Life ticket, or maybe it's on the other tickets, I'm not exactly sure, but there's actually a survey that has some stuff on it. That's kind of cool. So, and I believe it enters you into a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card, which is also nice. It's like playing the Lotto for free. Who doesn't love that? So that's something I saw today. The Holiday Cash bonus play, if you don't know, comes to an end sometime soon. I believe the last drawing is in effect, or the last like bracket of time for drawing is in effect right now. And I don't exactly remember what the prizes were, but I do know that if you are getting the Holiday Cash tickets, even though they suck, and I tell you not to get them, if you are getting them, remember to save your losing tickets so you can enter them into a second chance drawing, because you essentially get to play the Lotto again for free. And that's always wonderful. Gambling without risk. Definitely getting better with these tools. I do like it. It makes the scratching process quicker and cleaner. Like there's not a bunch of scratch dust everywhere. Especially since this ticket, Double Your Money, has like a rougher scratch surface compared to like other tickets. It doesn't come off as easily. So having this kind of just like wipe it in one go makes it feel a lot better. So I'd expect to see a $20 prize somewhat soon, or another $10 prize within the next few tickets. If the odds happen mathematically perfectly, which obviously isn't how it always works. Probability is very complex, and things don't always happen perfectly, but over a large enough... I'm scared myself for a second. Besides the $1 million top prize, the highest prize we could see is $1,000, since this ticket is actually out of $10,000 prizes. So it goes straight from $1,000 all the way to $1 million. Which is kind of like unheard of. I've never heard of like another prize bracket running out of tickets, or running out of prizes quicker than the top prize. It makes me wonder if something happened to the winning tickets, like if they were lost, or if they were in a recalled book, and they'll never actually be found. Because like the odds are just so stacked for this ticket right now. It's insane. It's like nothing I've ever seen before, except for like Gold Rush Limited. But like the ticket was so rare to find. It literally was in like one place in Polk County. And there was a few places in Hillsborough County also. All right, nothing here. I don't know if you guys keep up with the draw games, because I don't normally cover those on my channel, but in case you didn't see it, the Powerball was won. It was at $1.7 billion. A single guy in Arkansas won it. Bet you he's having the best Christmas of his life. But he can't actually cash anything until Monday, which is funny. He has to wait. But I mean, at least it gives him time to like figure out your finances, because the number one thing you don't want to do is blow all that money away, or oh, there's our next win, or have something happen to it, lose the ticket, damage the ticket. And we have one match here, $10. We will take that. Happened on ticket 18, so 10 after the first one, which happened. So we had our first win on 9 tickets, next win on 10 tickets. Which is very close to the expected rate, which should mean that a $20 prize will hit soon. And for most of the $20 prizes, I usually see a double money symbol, and it'd be $10. Basically, every time I see just a single one of those, it's almost always $20, because I don't even really think there's another prize that could be doubled and actually win a set amount. Because there's the amount of like prizes on this ticket is actually really low. I think there's only like 7 of them. Okay, nothing for ticket number 20. Ooh, my wrist is starting to hurt. This tool can get exhausting when used for long periods of time. Might have to adjust my grip here. Messing my wrist up. I hope if you guys did get any tickets for Christmas, or got any tickets for a special person on Christmas, that they were winning tickets, and that you are having a wonderful Christmas, and that it's enough money to make you really happy. Nothing beats going up on Lotto. That was for a bit on the channel. I'm definitely not going to for a while after this. I'm probably going to include this in a separate section next to the channel's balance sheet, but like there'll be a section where this is included or not included, because this is more of like a for fun kind of spending, rather than like the main channel's analytical focus. We're just, I buy one of each of the tickets that can win $1 million or more, and these are like my tallies. Still have yet to see a $20 winner. I might have a clump of winning tickets somewhere in this book. There's our first double symbol, so this is likely said $20 ticket. Because the only prize that doubles into another prize is 10. Because it goes 10, 20, 50. Well, I guess you could double 50 into 100. But, and then it goes 100 to 500. I guess you could also double 500 to 1,000. Okay, so I guess maybe I'm wrong about that, but I've only ever seen it on 10. Show me 500. Okay, $20. There's our first 20 hit. Now, if I had the ability to scratch this book one at a time, what I'd actually probably do is scratch from 0 until the $50 hit. I think that is the best way to maximize your EV when scratching books like this, because obviously the $50 is the big hit of the book. I've never had a book where there wasn't one in it. It is 1 in 60, and it wouldn't make sense for there not to be one in every book, since a lot of prints a specific number of tickets. So that is, I mean, unless anyone has any anecdotal evidence to prove otherwise, those highlight prizes tend to always be in every book. because of the way the lotto prints these things. But obviously, since that's the big ticket of the book, once you see it, if you stop, that is likely the best way to maximize EV. There's no guarantee that there isn't something bigger hidden in the book somewhere, but I wouldn't take that chance. I would just quit once I see that 50. But often it's hard to find a book that just started at 0, and you kind of have to know the clerk a little bit. They might get annoyed if you keep showing back up or just buying one ticket at a time. But I know my local guys would do it. I have a lot of fun talking with some of the cashiers that I buy lotto from on a regular basis. Right. Should expect to see another $10 hit right around here. Somewhat soon. And there we go. We have a single match. That's what we like seeing the most. Show me something crazy. $10. Alright, nothing there. I think if I was also to do a book, I think it would definitely need to be one that has good EV, because I don't really like a lot of the tickets. Some of the ones we cover on the channel just have the worst EV ever, and it's just like, I don't know, its odds are so bad, but it's EV, or its odds are so good, but its EV is so bad, I don't want to play it. It's about finding the right balance. All right, something crazy. Let me see 500 right here. All right, here's our next $20 hit. We got that a bit sooner than expected. Well, there's a hit right there. A bit sooner than expected, and a single match. And I actually saw a picture of one of the $1 million hits for this ticket, and it had this symbol. So single match, this symbol, show me $1 million. $10. Don't mind that. Any amount of money we can get back on these tickets is nice. Because dropping $300 on a whim is never fun. But when the chances are this good, it's the holiday season, anything can happen. Right. Let me see something I've not seen before when it comes to this ticket. Show me a lot of money. A lot of single-digit numbers in that one. I don't know why I noticed that over anything else. Maybe next time I do something more like this, I need to maybe have a bit more of a script so it's more entertaining. Nothing here either. It's so crazy to think, how many people actually, win big on tickets, right? Because, each one of these tickets that come out with, usually have something like 4 top prizes, and it's somebody won those 4 top prizes. Somebody did. And it feels like, oh my god, there's, so many of these people winning these prizes, but why not me? And it's the scope of how many people actually buy these tickets every day. It's so strange. It's almost like a redistribution of wealth to just the luckiest people who just happen to be in the right place at the right time. I do know that one of my favorite gas stations that I would go to was the Circle K on US 92 in the Seffner area. It was a Circle K. I went there a lot. I went off to get drinks there. I was actually on the way to work that day. I actually was in that store that day. And as I was checking the top prizes for 500,000 cash blowout, I was like, oh my god, I was there that day when that $500,000 ticket was claimed. Somebody went up in there, spent $50, turned it into $500,000. And I was there that day. It's like, man, if only if I was a little bit more of an aggressive lotto player. And I played tickets. I mean, I don't like that ticket. But it's like if I did. But it doesn't feel as bad because I know in my heart that I wouldn't have bought that ticket. Because cash blowout is, in my opinion, really bad. It's not even, I tend to only cover the tickets that have top prizes of $1 million or more, which is why I excluded it. Unless a viewer wants to request it, then I'll cover it anyway. But the 500 times the cash has better odds to win $1 million than 500,000 cash blowout does to win 500,000. It was like, what sense is that? There's our next winner here. Let's hope it's a single match. All right. Nope, $10. That is okay. Because we knew what we were getting into when we bought the book. About 2/3 of the way through now. Hope that this has been at least an enjoyable experience. Even though I wasn't really sure what I should talk about. But kind of just spin things off the dome here. Alright. Let me see, $500 right here. $20. Oh, I think $20. In there. And at the end of this here, as like a little experiment, I'll show off where the tickets were won where, what their statistical odds would have said, and we can see like how close my prediction was to what we actually got. Because I suspect I'll win $170 back. Which, for spending $300, is actually not that bad. Anything above 50% expected value tends to be pretty good for a ticket from the Florida Lotto. Though I need to figure out what I can expect the average overall expected value to be, because that number seems to be much higher than the book return value I've been doing. Just because obviously if you bought every ticket and you won all the top prizes and stuff like that, you're going to end up seeing way more, because the book return really goes only up to the prizes that you can win in a book, on average. So the overall expected value is like some new thing I'm trying, where if you bought literally every ticket, because W Money is actually very close to being like, if you bought every ticket left, assuming every prize is actually in the game and not missing, it would almost be profitable. I believe it's at like 95 expected value or something like that, or 96. It's actually really high. I'm not going to do it. Not doing it. You won't catch that here. We're too cool for that. Or maybe not. We'll see. I used to play tickets and be like, oh man, adjacent numbers. Adjacent numbers mean you lost the ticket, but it's like, sometimes that's just been wrong. I've seen adjacent numbers and then, gotten 500 times on that 500 times the cash ticket that I showed off when I did that video. And it's like, odds are, when you have 4 numbers up here that could be 1 through 40, and you have 12 numbers down here that could be 1 through 40, the odds of them actually being adjacent is actually not that hard to believe. But obviously, the way these tickets are made and all that, it's not, the numbers aren't printed on here by chance. It's very deliberate. So there's nothing really to analyze here. Maybe there's something that they do with the adjacent numbers to make you feel as though you may almost won something. I know there's definitely basically no reason to put $1 million prizes on every ticket if you didn't win it. The only reason I can see that being there is to encourage people to spend more who maybe think that they got close, even though that's basically on every ticket. Like, I remember, that's why I don't tend to scratch the prizes. The prizes are meant to just make you feel like you almost got something. So whenever I remember I bought a $20 money match ticket at one point, and it's like, oh man, I bet you they put 5 million 2 times in every spot of this ticket, even though most top prize wins don't come from the little additives in the game. I've yet to see a picture of 500 times leading to $1 million, because it just doesn't make sense. I think that they'd want to make it as obvious as possible that you won, and that's why basically every time I see something, at least from the Florida Lotto, it's always a single match. Usually no special games involved, unless it's like an auto win. I have seen it on the auto wins for some of these tickets, like the money bag symbol on this ticket. Should see another $10 or $20 or $50. We're due for a lot of hits right about now. Should start seeing some towards the end of our book here. Or maybe, just maybe, we haven't seen as much because there's a big win in here. So, hello, if you should be here. I did actually miss one of the tickets. I'm going to splice this into the footage, but we do have a single match here that I missed. And it just so happened to be the $50 hit for the book. Had me worried for a moment. Somewhere. Wouldn't that be a Christmas surprise? And if you are here still, thank you very much. That is awesome. I'm surprised you're still here. And let me know what, like, if you like this kind of content here. If you like the scratch content in addition to the analytical approach that I like to have with my channel. And if this is nice and how I can improve it. I'm going to do some editing to kind of try to, like, make this a bit more interesting than me just scratching numbers on camera. And me rambling about whatever comes to mind. But yeah, this is interesting. Definitely still missing a $20 hit and a $50 hit. Have yet to see those. I would be very disappointed if I got the really short end of the stick when it came to scratching these tickets. But I suspect they will be arriving shortly. I believe we have... yeah, we got 6 tickets left. Should start seeing some nice stuff. Or maybe I missed something. Maybe I just missed a number somewhere on one of these tickets. I'll definitely be sure to go back and look. Always scan your tickets. Back when I used to work in a gas station, I would often find winning tickets just left in places. Usually it was some part of the game that they didn't understand, is my guess. Like there's some kind of symbol that they didn't realize actually won the money. Or they were just not paying attention. I think the highest I've won when I've seen that is I saw a $10 ticket that was left behind that had a 10 times 2 on there. So it was 20 bucks and they left it behind. I worked the overnight, so I went around looking for things like that at the end of my shift. Just to see if there's anything left over. Oh, this is... I don't know what's happening at all. I'm certainly missing some tickets. I haven't seen a win since ticket 40? That can't be right. I must have missed something somewhere. Definitely gonna have to go back and look. There's something. Money bag symbol. I saw a picture for a million. Let's see it. 10 bucks. Alright, now, unless I missed something, there should be a 20 and a 50 right here, which would be kind of crazy if I played this book in the reverse order. Like, I would have made out like a bandit. This is very strange. I must have missed something somewhere. I'm going to have to go back and look. No $50 hit? Am I crazy? Did I miss something? I'm going to have to go back. There's no way. All right. That is all the tickets in the book. We did get exactly what I predicted. $170 out of my $300 investment. Didn't see anything crazy, but I am happy to have gotten exactly what I knew I was going to get. I'm happy about that. And if you watch this all the way to the end, I do have a surprise for you. And if you're still here, thank you for watching today's, can't exactly call it a lotto lecture. Thank you for watching today's Scratch. I hope it was entertaining, even though it was mostly just me rambling. But there will be a new lecture on Millionaire Maker on the 27th or 28th, maybe sooner if I can manage to squeeze the time in for it. But that will come out as usual. And if you're still here, I've got a Christmas surprise for you. Go ahead and do that. Here is... oh wait, it's upside down. Here is the numbers and barcode for a $10 win. I'm not going to cash this in for a week, so whoever gets this to the end, first come, first serve. Code is 128, and if the barcode works, go for it. Otherwise, here you go. Here's 10 bucks. Hope you spend it on something nice.